Hello, everybody. This is Joe Free Allenhoven, and I want to welcome everybody to the webinar and just see what's going on here. Okay, we got quite a few attendees I can see. I'm going to open up the chat box so people can put questions down. This is the first part of three, at least, that we're going to do the internet marketing basics. The last few weeks, it's been amazing how many people in support tickets are saying the exact same thing. They're basically saying they need help. They're basically saying they're a little bit confused on how to put everything together, and basically don't really know what the system is all about and don't really know where to start. And so I took a look at that, and it appeared to me that really we've got to talk about the basics more, and then we get into what I call the mechanics. Members, those of you that are here, you'll certainly want to share this with your referrals and your leads, and give them some idea of what Team Elite Responder is really all about. It's teaching how to build a successful home business. So that's the thing. Let's put that in quotes. It's Team Elite Responder is really about teaching ourselves, and me included, how to build a successful home business. And a friend of mine one time told me, says, no matter what is, it can always be made better. Now, basically, right now, the very best way to do internet marketing for a person coming in without a list or without a large list is to get started is with email marketing, banner ads and text ads and login ads, and then get into social media. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule, and any of you that are making a living on anything else, that's fine, because there's always exceptions to the rule. I know somebody that makes $50,000 a week with a blog, and I don't know that I can make $5 a week with a blog, but that's the difference in where he's located in a large urban area, and I'm in the country, and he blogs about things that are happening in his little town, and that's how he gets people. So whatever works, that's what you want to use. But basically, I'm going to get involved in email marketing and then into social media marketing. And I'm also looking into some other things that's coming at us. I'm doing some research on mobile applications that might be a fit with Team Elite Responder and some other things along the way. So it's exciting what's all going on. Some really good stuff. Okay, so first thing about email marketing is you need to put this in quotes too. If you're doing email marketing, you are going to have to understand that you're going to get a lot of emails, and you need to understand how to handle all those emails. And it's very easy. You use filters. And if you want to know how to use filters, the very first lesson is when you need information, the first place you go is Google. You just go to Google and you type in, how do I apply an email filter? And if you're using Gmail, you put, how do I apply an email filter at Gmail? If you're using Yahoo, you put, how do I apply an email filter at Yahoo? And it'll give you the step-by-step. And I'm telling you this stuff because there's where some of you, you expect to be hand-fed. And I can hand feed you, but you're going to always be a baby. You're going to have to start being able to feed yourself in the walk. And if I hand feed you, you're really never going to be a marketer. You're just going to be somebody that's been hand fed and never quite made it. So I'm trying to push people out of their envelope, push you out of your envelope, get you to thinking beyond a little bit, and then we're going to get into a little bit about concepts. But I want to talk about first, there's three things that you got to have. You got to have patience, persistence, and focus. Now, there is so much stuff coming. I know it's coming at you because it's coming at me. There's so much stuff coming at you that it takes a lot for me to stay focused. I know it has for you because there are so many things coming at you. And frankly, if you were to settle on one of those, you'd probably do pretty good. But the problem is you're probably doing like everybody else. You're just grabbing this one and you go over here and you go over there, you go over here, and pretty soon you just got all this stuff and you haven't been focused. Now, some of you say, well, bro, that's what you do. You join everything that comes up. What I do is I join all the advertising sites pretty much because I do email marketing and I need advertising sites for my end to make that work. So I join a lot of sites that are part of what my whole business. But I don't do too much stuff that's outside of my whole business or outside of my niche of making money. And remember, there are millions of niches. There are some people that make tremendous amount of money just selling sporting goods for Amazon. Some people sell, you can't believe all the stuff that people do. But now, if you take this information and you put it to use, you can also do that. But I'm going to teach you what I've been doing and then let you go on from there. Now, what I want to do right now is got several things that I don't want to get you too confused, but let's get the concept of building a home business. We're going to talk about the concept of building a home business, first the mechanics of a home business. Most people on the internet, a lot of people on the internet, they're spending all their time with you teaching you the mechanics of how to set up Viral Mail Profits, or how to set up Viral Pro, or how to set up Team Elite Responder, HTML code, all this stuff that I call mechanics. That stuff ain't worth a flip. It's not worth anything to you until you understand the concept of building a home business, a successful home business. Here it is. Here's the concept. You have got to convince yourself first, and you have got to convince others that you are there to help them. And you have to quit thinking about trying to sell something to somebody. You have to think about helping people. And in the end, you're going to make a lot more money. Because if you're interested in selling something to somebody, you're gonna sell one here and you're gonna sell one there. You're gonna do that the rest of your life. If you're interested in building a home business with the concept of helping people, it'll start to grow on its own after time. Now, you can book on certain things about your audience. We're talking about building a relationship with your leads and your referrals and those that are buying from you. And you want to continue that relationship. For the most part, they need help. They want to know how to make money, but they need somebody to help them and to do exactly what I'm doing with you. That is what you're going to end up doing, exactly that. Some of the tools that help us, the mechanics that comes in to build this relationship, is the autoresponder. So it's extremely important that in the back of your mind, you got it real big. I'm here to help others build a successful business. And you take those messages that I have in there and you put them in your own words. It's extremely important you do that, because if people start seeing the same message over and over, it's the first guy that sent it to them that's going to get them as a lead. And frankly, that's mostly going to be me, because you're going to see it after I use it a while. Understand that? So you need to take those messages and put them in your own words. And there again, we're always back to the subject line is the most important. Now, we've got a whole video on that. Now, as I talk about stuff, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to screen share here, and I'm going to show you some places. Here we go. We're just going to go to Team Elite Responder. We'll log in here. We're going to go to resources. And remember, I keep saying everything's here. And up here at the top is the first stuff you get into, the setup and training. Then you got the specific training topics. And as you go down, you'll see the Instant Commission sites, the site promotions like SFI, Four Corners. I didn't mean to click. Elite Marketers Club, and I'll be adding other ones. And these are the sample emails that I send out. As you go down through there, bonuses, webinars, contests, our blog, et cetera, et cetera. Now, so we just talked about messages, email messages. So let's see what you want to do. If you wanted to get involved with that, it's, say here. See, here's one, editing auto response messages, adding a new message, creating and editing lead capture pages. Here's one, how to create. These are all about those things. How to promote any site. So that's what I wanted to bring across, that you can find it. And I'm continuing to make modifications here. In fact, I want to break some of this out where it's even easier to find stuff. All right. So now we're back to the concept thing. And we want to understand that our role is to help others to succeed. And in the end, it's going to mean a lot more to us because they are going to come to us when they need help, and they're also going to listen to you when you then make a proposal about some site. All right, so now the first thing I want to cover along that line is finding information. That's why I'm here. And I'm going to come back to that in a second. The very best way to get information is from Google. And the next best way is right here, these resources right here about how to set up a home business at any rate. It's pretty much everything you're going to want to do is right there. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back here and stop sharing for a while. Now, I mentioned Google. It is the best way to get a lot of the support tickets. I say Google it. If you have a how-to question, Google is the very best way. If you want to find out how to filter emails, just go to Google and type in here, how do I filter emails at Gmail or whatever you use? How do I edit HTML code? It'll give you all the basic HTML code commands, and you can pick up a lot from that. The other places to get information is the Team Elite Responder resources. You also want to, and I hammer this all the time, is make sure you read the news section every day, because the internet's kind of accelerating. There's so many things happening, and you're going to lose touch of the flow of what's happening if you don't read that news section every day. So in summary, so far where we're at is people, your leads and your referrals. What we're doing in building a home business is we got something we're promoting. Let's say it's SFI, and we're using a lead capture page to do that, and we have messages that they're going to receive once they put their name and email in there. But what we really want them to know is that we're there to help them. That's what they need. Whenever they become a lead, so many people need, 97% of them anyway, need your help. They need you to explain to them how to build a home business. They need you to explain to them that you are willing to help them build their home business. Now, just an example of what I'm talking about, a couple of examples I want to show you before we go on is, number one, the sites that we're launching, not just the ones I own, but the sites that we're launching, Team Elite Responder is providing about 40% of membership of those sites are coming from Team Elite Responder. I'm just going to go back to screen share here a second. I want to show you something. All right, Instant Leads for Cash. That's about 400 members, I think. And if you can see this right here, this is a list of the top referring sites. And a lot of them are ones. You see that? And up here at the top, there's one that sticks out all by itself. 157 referrals out of about 400. The next one's Traffic Ad Bar, Instant Leads for Cash. And then Mad Dog Mails, that's Brother Don there, Don Harrison. And then Viral Mail Profits, etc. In fact, these here are the sites that we talk about. Now, what does that mean? These 157 referrals. What does that mean to you? Well, let me explain. 157, that one site in a couple of months, 157 referrals, and quite a few of those upgraded. If you're a member of Team Elite Responder and you have several members in your downline and you had put your link in there in the affiliate programs, then they would have automatically signed up under you and you would have got those commissions from those sales. Now, there are 4 members other than myself. There are 4 members that every time we have the 50,000 credits thing, I go look, and they'll make about $100 on Saturday. There's 4 of them. There are others that make less than that, but there's quite a few people that make money every Saturday from the 50,000 credits from people upgrading. And there are at least 4 that make over $100 or more every Saturday. That's just one little thing that goes on. The other thing is, with talking about home business, last year we paid out to the members of Team Elite Responder and the sites associated about $58,000 or $60,000 in commissions. That doesn't count all the instant commissions that they got outside of that, and that doesn't count all the commissions that they get from all those affiliate sales from the affiliate programs tab. That's the power of Team Elite Responder, and that's the power of building a home business. And one of the things that's so unique about Team Elite Responder is that affiliate programs, that downline builder as part of the autoresponder. You won't find that at the other autoresponders, and I don't know why, but you won't find that but that's where the money is for the members. Yes, you're going to make some money from selling the site itself, but you're going to do much, much more from the affiliate programs as you build your referrals and as new sites launch and they join and they upgrade. And that's where your income's going to be coming from. Let me take a look here. There's a couple of more things, some more things I wanted to make sure I touch on. There was something. So the affiliate programs tab is probably the most important part of Team Elite Responder. Now, the next thing I wanted you to do, I've got you to thinking about building that relationship and putting it into your own words and getting to know your leads and letting them know that you're there to help them. And sincerely believe that. Otherwise, don't do it. Don't attempt it. If you don't believe it, go do something else. But you got to believe it. And that's I believe in what I'm doing, and I've been doing it long enough. And really, my goal was to help people not to have to spend 15 years to get where I got. Lord have mercy, we don't want that. So, but I think I can cut that down a lot. So we're talking about being patient. We're talking about building that relationship, realizing that these people, your leads, are struggling. They need help. They need guidance. So weave that into those messages. Convince them that you want to help them. And so start thinking about those and write those down somewhere so that you keep that in your mind, because you remember tomorrow you're going to be bombarded all over the place with the 70 zillion new sites launching and offers and everything else, and you're going to be all confused again. Clear your mind, turn the sound down on the thing, and don't look at your inbox and make some changes. Now, so the next thing to do now is open up your mind. Now, a lot of you are promoting products. Maybe you're making $50 commission, $25 commission, whatever, $100 commission. Okay, that's great. And that's what we're continuing to teach people, how to promote any product, any site they want. But I want you to think about something. I want you to think about when you start to build this relationship with them and you tell them you want to help them, one of the most important things you can do is say, hey, listen, I've been using this program with this developed by this group of people, and I would like to see you use it. And we've got a group that's decided really to help people, and we've got a lifetime autoresponder. You can get started for $7 and find out. Well, I don't know what that was. Find out from them, can they afford the $7? Now, if they're really hurting, you got to think outside the box. What is it going to cost you to give away a $7 membership? Okay, it's going to cost. I have to pay $4, and I'll pay you. Most of you are at platinum level or above, so you're going to get about $3. So you're going to get $3. Well, if you send me $4, I'll set up the membership for nothing. I mean, $4. That's what it's going to cost you if you're a platinum member. $4. Okay. So if you make a $50 commission on something, on your lead capture page, right down there at the bottom says, I want to help you learn how to market, blah, 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 and say, I'm willing to give you a lifetime membership at Team Elite Responder, and a few words about it, and put that in there as a bonus. Because I tell you what, I have found bonuses really work. Because there again, you're building a relationship. You're trying to help them. And from the get-go, is the first video I did was I talked about what's called leverage. And that's what I have done with all these sites, is I'm leveraging those sites to help the Team Elite Responder people. And those that are getting involved in it are starting to do pretty well. And I see some new ones each time picking it up. And when I start seeing people get commissions of $67 or $97 from some of these site launches, or get a $106 commission from selling an ultimate, well, things are starting to look pretty good. So, but the bottom line is those that are following the system are doing pretty well. And those that get it, once they get it, you just get out of the way. You don't need to tell them anything. They understand if they want to double their money, all they got to do is double the amount of people they help or double the amount of leads they can generate. So let's just summarize this first lesson. I haven't really gotten into the mechanics, but before I go, I'm going to just go back to the resources and show you some of the places where you can pick up the mechanics of where do I find sites to send ads to, and where do I set up lead capture page. So hang on with that. But next week is going to be more into the mechanics. But this week was more about the bigger picture of you're there to help people. You got to realize that people are struggling and they need help, and they need somebody to sort of guide them on the path that you're on right now. You have to do the same thing I'm doing. And once they realize that you're really trying to help them, they're a totally different person. They're going to say, there's where you can either offer them the $7 membership, are the ultimate at 197. You don't know what their situation is. And if they just can't do it, then start offering it as a bonus for those places where you promote. And remember, because what I'm just showing you is that those people that are building a nice downline here at Team Elite Responder, they're the ones that's doing very well. So let's just the last thing we're going to do now is we'll do just a little screen share here. And we're going to go back to Team Elite Responder. And on the resources, and the way you find resources, I'll go back here to the dashboard. You click on resources. It's on the right here. You click on it, and it's sort of by importance or by the way, not so much importance, but by the way you need to go at it. It's start here at the top, step by step. And then if you look at some of these subject lines, and I'm going to be changing this from time to time, but lead capture pages, advanced setup, how to promote, and then how to promote other online sites, adding new messages, inactive leads. And like I said, I'm going to be going through these. Instant commission sites, still a great way to generate leads, understanding that, how to add the HTML form code. A lot of people are asking about that. There it is. A lot of people are asking about SFI. I tell you what, SFI is the greatest thing that ever happened to it. It's no monthly payments. I love it. In 1 year, I've got 5,000 people in my downline, and only 400 of them in my immediate downline. The other 4,400 or over 4,000 are from everybody else's downline. That shows you the power, and that just amazes me how that works. And there's the setup. It shows you, the video shows you how to set up the lead capture pages and the messages, generate leads. There's the case. I give away a lot of $7 memberships here to SFI members. You get a member and you see them doing pretty well, offer them it, because it's only going to be better for you. Then these are sample emails of all the different. This is a lot of people asking about the 50,000 credits. There's the information. The bonuses, if you're my referral or if you're somebody else's referral, it's the same bonus, but the links are different. You would have to go get their links rather than using my links. That registering for the next webinar, my top 10 sources for leads, and then some training ebooks down here at the bottom. These are all free. Now, the last thing I wanted to do, and then we're going to go back and finalize, is people say, well, where do I find places to advertise? It's all right here in the affiliate programs. I refer to that all the time. Click on affiliate programs. And up at the top, we talks about, I have sites that are tool sites like Viral Mail Profits. A lot of these are safe lists. All of these, every single one of these that I've got in here, I'm pretty much a member of. And what I'm going to be doing now is, if you go down through here, there's a lot. I'm adding a lot of promo codes. If you haven't used these promo codes, there's one for 30,000 credits at Traffic Deluge, and there's well, that one's old. There's one, Global Viral Mailer, 30,000 credits. But you can just go down through there and pick, and there's a lot of them there. Pick all those credits up if you haven't done it already, and that's a lot of advertising. There's about, and I put that in my advertising, and y'all should too. You should do it. There's over 600,000 credits available for anybody that's a member at any level right here in the affiliate programs. And there are going to be a lot more as we go on. Besides the 50,000 weekly credits, those other ones stay. You can claim it one time. but that's still that 600,000 credits. Credits not a problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to. I mean, we've got the tools and we've got everything that a person needs mechanics wise to get them going. But before you get going, you need to understand what are you doing. And what I'm trying to get across tonight more than anything is your job is to help people get started. Now, if anybody's got a question or something, you put it in there right now. I didn't have the chat box. Go ahead and put something in there if you want to. Then we'll, as I do the finalizing. And so that's what we wanted to get across tonight, is that what you're doing is you're building a successful home business. But at the same time, you're building a relationship with your leads. And where you're doing that is you're going to approach them in your messages and in your conversations or however you connect with them, whether it's on Skype or Facebook or by phone, is that you want to get across to them that you are there to help them. And you want to help them succeed. And once they believe that, then you got somebody that's going to be a referral. They're going to sign up under you at Team Elite Responder and the other programs. And you'll just see it keep building and building and building. They'll bring other people in because good news spreads very well. It spreads very fast. So you have to train yourself that is what you're in business to do, is to help people and get away from this thing about I'm trying to make an extra 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 or whatever it is per month that you want to make. Once you start to build your business, it's easy to determine how to make that much money simply by adjusting the amount of leads that you generate. But the key thing is the leads have to be your partners in business. And that's what you have to get across, because the internet has changed so much. There's been so many scams and people are so leery. And that's the reason it's a $7. They should be swamping it. The reason is we haven't got across to them that we're actually trying to help them is the reason we're doing it for $7. Because other than that, they just think, oh, there's something. It can't be, it just can't be. So, but once you convince people that you're trying to help them, then they'll say, oh man, yeah, I'll take that in a second. Let's see, Roger says. Okay, Roger, about the subject line, that's back there on one of the videos in the resources tab. If you can't find it, let me know. But that's what constitutes a good subject line basically is one that gets your attention. And the best way to know about subject lines is to look at your inbox and make notes about the ones that got your attention. And then also make notes about the ones that just turned you off and stay away from those. But the ones that got your attention, you don't just copy them word for word, but there's something in there that got your attention, and maybe it's a word or a phrase, and start to use that. And that's what I do. And I'm constantly changing mine about at least once a week. Can we manually add contacts as leads? Yes, you can. You can add them. It says add a lead. I think it says right on your dashboard, and you can just add it that way. And let me look at my notes again. I don't want. It's just so important to that whole thing of concept versus working mechanics. Is so many of us we're bogged down in the mechanics, and we've lost track of what we're really all about. And whether we like it or not, we're really in the business of helping people, and through that we generate income. But I will tell you this. There's some of the Team Elite responders that really got it, that really get it. And I'm amazed at how fast their downlines are growing. And they do bend over backwards for their people, offer them a lot of bonuses. And that's the thing, what I'm going to leave you with tonight. Yeah, hey Stuart, I'm doing fine. As everybody knows, my mom was buried last week, and I'm 69 years old. She was 94, but I'll just tell you something. You know what? I was around my mom. I was a little boy, and your mom is always your mom, and it hurts just as bad if it don't matter what my age is, and it doesn't matter. It was my mom. So if I was 4 or 44, as I'm 69, it hurt. But like everybody's, all your kind words, she's in a better place. She died very happy. We were all gathered around her. I was holding her hand. Tough position to be in. And we all gave her permission to go. And she went to the promised land. So, but thanks for all your kind words. Okay, Stuart, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that tomorrow, about the banners and text ads. A lot of that has to do with where they're being advertised. The thing about all of this stuff is the more you just get it in as many places as you can so that you get your share of it. And a lot of times, some of you are picking up on this. When there's a site, when I say I'm going to advertise this site or I'll launch a site or whatever, the 50,000 credit site is, we do a blast. Man, we blast everything, and then we kind of slow down. Well, if you catch it right after we slow down and advertise, you pick up a lot of good stuff. Because I'm stirring the water for you, and some of you that are doing that are doing pretty good, and that's smart. That's using your noggin, because people have. There's some studies said they have to see it 7 times. I think Facebook averages 7 times. So if I advertise it 5 times and you pick up the 6th and 7th, you're gonna rake in all that gravy, which is great. Whatever works for all of us. So that was it for tonight. Thanks for being here. Yes, Evelyn, she's in a better place. And I assume this is Evelyn that I'll be speaking to tomorrow. It was crazy this afternoon here. So that was it for tonight. Is just make yourself a note. Is you're in the business of helping people rather than the business of selling stuff on the internet. And once you get that keep that in your mind, because it reflects in how you approach people through the lead capture pages and everything else. And as much as possible on all the messages, the lead capture pages, the emails, the subject lines, put them in your words. You'll have more success. I don't know. There's something mysterious about all that, but it does work. And sometimes changing one word makes all the difference in the world. And the only way you can know what works best is by testing, of course. So that was it for tonight. Thanks for being here. It's a good group. And we will continue over here. And I will post this video in the news section right up there at the top in just a few minutes. So thank you very much. God bless you.